Hey lovers, welcome back to my channel. I've got yet another makeup tutorial for you all today, and my gorgeous model is Ramasha. You guys already know the drill. We're going to be prepping the skin. I'm going to be using my primer spray, then I'm going to be going on to the brows. And because Ramasha had like such gorgeous full brows, like I literally only filled in the tail. Like it was the easiest thing to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and conceal, and I'm using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC45 and NC40. You guys already know how I like to do brows. For the inner and outer corner, I use the NC45, and then right underneath the arc, which is the middle section, I use the NC40 just to make the brows look higher and more defined. So for the face, I'm going to be using my Body Radiance. I think it's in Rose Gold. I'm just going to apply this all over the place just for, that extra glow. And then I'm going to be going in with my Ages Crimson Dual Skin Foundation. Actually, before I did that, I decided to conceal just underneath her eyes. So I think I used my Makeup Forever Camouflage palette. I'm going to apply the foundation all over the place all over the face, and then I'm just going to buff it into the skin. Once I'm done buffing in the foundation, I'm going to be taking my MAC Prolong Wear Concealer in NC42. I think I actually showed NC42 and 45, and then I was like, wait, 45 is way too dark. So I used NC42, and I just apply this to the areas of the face that I want to bring, that I want to highlight, and I'm just going to buff it in using my damp beauty blender. For that extra, pop under the eyes, that extra highlight, I'm just going to go into the inner corner of the eyes, and I'm going to use my Kevyn Aucoin, I think I used the shade 6 Sensual Skin Enhancer, and this just kind of like brighten the under eye area more. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to be setting it with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Like, you guys already know how much I love this powder. Up next, I'm going to be setting the rest of the face, and I'm going to be using my MAC Miniralise Skin Finish Powder in Medium Golden. I'm just going to use this all over the rest of the face, basically the areas that I didn't set with the setting powder. And then I'm going to go in and contour her skin. I'm using my Black Radiance Pressed Powder in Chocolate. I'm just going to use this to warm up the face, hollows of the cheeks, around the whole perimeter of the face. And then for her nose area, I opted for Havana by Anastasia Beverly Hills, just because I felt like it was a bit more subtle. Like you guys already know, I always like to use like a much subtle color around the nose. And then I'm going to reverse contour using the face powder. So guys, today's eyeshadow look is pretty straightforward. I'm going to be taking the shade from my Morphe 35O palette. I'm just going to use that as the first transition color. Then I went in with that second color. Sorry guys, the colors don't have, the shades rather don't have a name, so you guys can just see which one I'm using. And then I went in with my P. Louise base, and like literally I think I used like 2 more shadows and a pigment, and that was it. Like the eyes were very subtle. So I went back in just with that second transition color that I used just to deepen the crease area a bit more. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to buff it out with the very first blending brush that I used, and then I used these 2 colors from from Ramasha's Huda Beauty palette rather, and like, oh, they're just so pretty. Like, I saw her use the palette once before and I just fell in love with it, so I was like, bring it with you, so, and she did. So I'm just buffing around the eyes, blending out the transition colors some more, and then I decided to go in by White Glam's pigment in Larry, and like, guys, just look at that. So I decided to pop this color in the tear ducts just because I can't help it. And then I went in with my Inglot gel liner in number 77, like the blackest gel liner in the market. I decided to use my super skinny liquid liner just because I wanted like a sharp, very sharp liner look. And then I was going to do Ramasha's eyeliner. She's like, no, I can do it. And like, look at that. Even I can't like tightline my eyes like that. I would literally cry a river. But yeah, so I went in with MAC's eyeshadow in Carbon just to smudge underneath the eyes because I wanted it very like smoky but subtle and sultry at the same time. And then once we were done, I think that was everything for the eyes. I went in and just dusted off all the excess powder off the face, applied some blush, and then I think I'm gonna set the skin next. I'm like way ahead of myself, guys. Yes, I'm right. So I went in to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist just to like depowder the face, and then I'm going to go in with my Inglot Sparkling Dust in number 10 and number 3. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be using the lashes. And guys, I use my brand lashes in Azalea, Poised by Suliat Beauty. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Patronize me. And then I'm going to go in and just blend her natural lashes with the falsies using my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. And again, the Pro Opta to do the bottom lash yourself. So now onto the lips, guys. We use MAC's chestnut lip liner. I don't know why I'm saying like I legit used that like 99.9% of the time. And I just used this to outline the lips, and then I'm going to be using my OCC lip tar in Memento. And this lip tar, guys, is an oldie but like Goldie, literally one of my favorites actually. So I'm just gonna buff, blend so everything looks nice and seamless. And then I'm going to be using my Kiko Hydra lip gloss in number 20, and this is more or less like the same color as the lip tar. And I'm just gonna apply that all over the lips. I'm gonna set her face in place with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and then I'm gonna glue up the skin some more with my iconic London spray. And voila, I mean, just this pretty girl. So that's the finished look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.